What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be a bit of a different video. I'm currently in the Peugeot 208 GTI. It's my stepdad's car, it's not mine. But holy hell, this car had us going through hell. That's the best way to state it, because this thing, everything freaking broke and it went from nothing. Now today we are taking the car for a tune, a stage 2 tune. But everything is fixed now, so that's the big difference as well. But I'm going to take you through all the shit we had to do, because this thing was broke, properly broke. And then I'm going to show you how much power it makes stock and how much power it makes after stage 2. And then after this video you can decide, is it really worth it to buy this car? It's not a bad car in general. It's a nice car. It's got some pep, sounds nice, it's got a nice screen and everything, but holy moly, number one, Peugeot South Africa, useless, okay? And I'll go into why. So the support isn't very good in our country, at least. I don't know about overseas, but yeah, not very good. And then number two, the computer system or the electronics on this car is weird. It's so weird, but like I said, we'll go deeper into it now. Okay. So onto the errors, like I promised earlier in the video. This car was driven on the highway, and out of nowhere we just got a MAF sensor circuit blow error, which is normally something electrical, but it could just be like a faulty sensor. So when it got home, the first thing I did was just get a new sensor, put it in, and it kind of just stayed there. It didn't change anything. It wasn't an OEM one, so we went to Peugeot and bought an OEM one, and it still stayed. So then I really thought it was electrical. So we are at the tuning place now. I'll show you a car. So then I was pretty sure it was electrical, but I didn't want to go into the electrics, because like these newer cars aren't fun to work on. There's so much electrical crap, and the ECUs. It's a Golf 6R in the background, makes good power. Anyways, so we sent it to somebody to get it fixed, and this dude was supposedly a Peugeot specialist. So we got them to come out, or actually we took the car to them, and then when we got the car back, the car still had the same error, but then I noticed it sounded a little different than it did before. And when I went underneath the car, I could see there was welding on the cat, and then I just like assumed the cat's gone. So, and then very soon after, we actually got a cat error as well. So there was some problems, like they stole our cat. Then we decided it would just be easier if we just go to Peugeot. I mean, they built the car, they should be able to fix the wiring problem, and they refused to work on the car. Like, they just said they can't work on this car, we must replace the engine because of a wiring problem. They don't want to replace the engine for obvious reasons. And then from there we took the car to a tuner that was supposed to fix the wires and then tune the car, because now it doesn't have a cat, so it needs a tune to work properly. The car was there for a long time, I think like almost a month and a half, maybe 2 months. And then when we got it back, there was no errors on the, like if you scan it or whatever, but the car had a little bit of a misfire, and it started to smoke badly, like really badly. And when you boosted it, it had breakup problems, but only on high boost, and at the bottom it was fine. Obviously that's not right, we were not happy with it. Now we've got a car that smokes, it misfires, and it doesn't have the errors anymore, but I just had this feeling the errors are still there somewhere. So we took it to the dude I normally use to do my electrical stuff, and he fixed the wire in like an hour, and it was fixed then, but the car still misfired and it still smoked. By the way, when he checked if there's still something wrong with the wires, he could see that the car's ambient air temperature read completely wrong. It read -40 and whatever. So we think that other guy literally just coded out stuff. He didn't fix anything. He just coded out stuff and raised the boost or something, because the car did pull hard until breakup. But yeah, so then now we still have a car that misfires, but the error is actually eventually gone. Then we took the car to another tuner, and this tuner decided the smoke combined with the misfire has to be something in the head. And from there we actually took off the head, it went in for engineering, and we replaced the valve stem seals, all of the stuff. And there was actually a faulty valve, and the one rocker arm was done for, it was broken completely. And then also, while it was in that state, it also snapped one of the VVTi springs. So I think the dude that did the tuning and just deleted stuff, he broke a lot of crap on that car. So there was definitely something wrong. We were very hopeful that that would fix everything, put it back together. We put the car on the dyno, and they couldn't do a proper dyno run. I'll put a graph of how it looked on. It misfired badly, at bad breakup, still, and we didn't have any idea what it could be. You could move the coils, whatever, it still said misfire cylinder 1 no matter what you do. Did. So then he gave the car back to us because he said he doesn't know, it doesn't make sense. We got the car back at home, and then I just had this weird hunch that it might be the spark plugs, because I've got different spark plugs than this car. We swapped them from my car to this car, the NGKRs, and the misfire just like went away. The car drove fine all the way here. We're back at the tune again because we want to tune it. So we're just currently waiting on our turn to get the tune, and then hopefully at the end of the day we can see how much power she will make after all the crap we went through. Yeah. Now we already did a stock map run on the dyno just to see how much power it makes stock, but it does have a hybrid turbo, so it should be a little bit more than normal. But it made 115 kilowatt and 270 something newtons. I'll put a picture of it on so you can just see how much it actually is. But I know it doesn't sound a lot since the car's supposed to make like 147 out of the factory, but we are very high up, and this dyno doesn't do corrections for elevation, and it's also wheel power. You do lose between the engine and the wheel, but I did expect a bit more. Like I said, he said there's no corrections, nothing on this dyno. It's just reading straight wheel power. So it sounds not like a lot, but this car does feel fast, okay? Promise you. We'll show you some clips of the dyno, and as well we'll show some clips of when we actually get it tuned. Hopefully it gets tuned today. Okay, so it's the next day. The car couldn't get finished yesterday. We ran out of time. It kept doing this weird thing where the car just didn't want to take throttle. We figured out it's the air mass flow sensor thing on the turbo in the front. That thing is a bit fucked, so we just unplugged it. It's got an engine error now, but we'll code that out because it just doesn't want to work with that thing, and it doesn't need it. My car doesn't have it, and it's the same engine. So yeah, we're just gonna code that out. But at the end of it, it made 140 kilowatt and 350 newton meters. I'll put a picture on the wheels, not on the engine. So on the engine is like 15 to 20% more. But it feels nice and peppy. It's not crazy fast, but it's fun. It's better than it was. If you've driven one of these cars, you know they're very light, they're fun, they're peppy. Yeah. Okay, I'm stupid, so I didn't record an outro for the video. So here it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and stay tuned because in the next video of this car we're going to install meth and then go tune it again, hopefully to make some more power. So if you want to see that, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Cheers, eh?